Yeah, welcome to the second session of the day. So, now we are going to look at stock management in Asaerp. Under this stock management, we are going to look at three major key areas. One of them is stock material issue. The second one is material transfer. And the third one is material receipt. So for material issue is situation where the company they use their own products whereby they don't pay it, so to enable you to reduce the quantity of the stock consumed by the management, you have to use material issue. For instance, you use their own fuel, that PMS, to fuel the company cars, or they use their AGO to fuel the company trucks for delivery, which was not paid for. So you must issue it out from the warehouse. That is a material issue. So for material transfer, that is where you transfer the product from one warehouse to another. For instance, whereby you have a centralized purchase system. And you buy, you store it in the warehouse, central warehouse. From there, you now transfer to other warehouses. You can also transfer from other warehouse back to the central store. So that is, we are going to use what we call material transfer for that one. So without wasting our time, so let us start. So for you to, in stock management, and with stock issue, stock transfer, stock receipts, and so on, you use, what you use in doing it is what we call stock entry. So for you to locate your stock entry, so as usual, you go to our Asaerp search bar. Just type stock entry list. So it will come up, you click on it. Now take you to the stock entry list. So click on add stock entry. When you do that, then you enter your date. You can say by default is today's date. You can edit posting date so that you're able to change the date, maybe yesterday, and so on. So we are not changing the date. Then come to where we have stock entry type. Choose material issue. Material issue. Okay. Then the next thing, move to default warehouse. From which warehouse do you want to issue this material? You say from our store, central store. That's central store. Then the next thing, you move down to the item table where you now pick the item. You can see the source warehouse. That's where you want to issue the stock from, or the product from. So there's no need of choosing target warehouse because you are not transferring it. So choose the item here. We choose AGO. AGO. Assuming the truck user they issued 500 liters of AGO for the truck, then basic rate is fixed. It's being generated by the system based on the valuation method. Then difference account. By default, what we see here is the cost of sales of AGO, so you have to choose it. So choose the expense account of this AGO. The expense account of this AGO for trucking. So you choose fuel and lubricant account. That is the expense account. That's the account that we debited. So for cost center, by default, what will be here is the main cost center. So assuming that this truck is at Abuja office or Lagos office, sorry, So we choose Lagos as a cost center. Then add row. Maybe you also use PMS for the company vehicles. Use PMS. Maybe they use 50 liters of PMS. 50 liters of PMS. Okay, then cost of sales by default is cost of sales PMS, so change it to fuel and lubricant. Also Lagos cost center. So that's all. The next thing is to save and submit. Yes. So by doing this, you've issued out the product from the warehouse, and the expense account is debited. If you look at the journal entry from here, it says view accounting entry. You see that the stock in hand is credited, while fuel and lubricant expense is what? Debited. So the stock is reduced while the expense account is added, is increased. So that's it for material issue. As I said before, you must use material issue for when you want to expense the items or products used by management that are not paid for. Then choose the default warehouse, the warehouse where you want to issue the product from. Then choose the item, choose the quantity, choose the expense account. By default, what you see here is the cost of sales of the product. So you have to change it to the expense account. Choose your cost center. Then you can add more rows, enter the same thing, item, quantity, and the expense account and the cost center. So very simple. Then you save and submit. That's all for material issue. So secondly, for material transfer, whereby you issue out or you transfer product from one warehouse to another. For instance, from central warehouse to Abuja warehouse, or from central warehouse to Lagos warehouse, or from central warehouse to maybe any other warehouse. In and out, we use what we call the same stock entry voucher, but the type is material transfer. So how do we do that? Assuming this is your home page, also search stock entry. Remember I said you used to use stock entry for stock management, stock issues, transfer and receipts. So stock entry, our stock entry, change your date as I told you. Then stock entry type, what you choose now is material transfer. Material what? Transfer. So that's good. Then you now go to your default warehouse. For your default warehouse, the source warehouse is store. That is central store. That is the warehouse from where you want to transfer the stock from. Then the target warehouse, here default target warehouse, the warehouse that you want to transfer the goods to. So let's assume we want Abuja warehouse. That's it. Source warehouse, the store where you want to transfer the stock from. Target warehouse, that's the warehouse where you want to send the stock to. So that's it. The next thing, you now go direct to the item table. You can see the default source warehouse is there, target warehouse is there. So choose the item you want to transfer AGO from the store to Abuja warehouse. Quantity, you want to transfer 2,000 liters of AGO. Okay. Then, as usual, you choose the cost center. By default is main. Add row. Then want to transfer also PMS. Quantity, maybe you want to transfer 3,000 3,000 liters of PMS. Cost of sales is already there. Main cost center is there, but you can change it to the cost center or the business unit or the location. So that's all. Remember, I said for stock transfer, my stock entry type is material transfer. Come here, choose the four warehouse, choose the source warehouse, the warehouse you want to issue or transfer the product from. Target warehouse, the warehouse that you want to transfer the product to. Then come to the item table, enter the item or the product name, search it, enter the quantity, add row. You can add as many as possible depending on what you have in your batch or what you are transferring. So at the end of the day, you confirm what you've entered. The next thing you do, what you save. You save, you submit, you say yes. Then that's it for stock transfer. Then the next thing is material receipt. Material receipt. At this point now, you are receiving the product into your warehouse. You are receiving the product into your warehouse. Then you also use stock entry. Stock entry. Search stock entry list. Good. Add stock entry. Your date as usual. The stock entry type. You enter material receipt. Material receipt. Default warehouse is not target warehouse because you are receiving, it's not transfer. You are receiving into Abuja warehouse. Okay. Then choose the item. What are you? Okay, that item you are receiving is AGO. AGO. Quantity is 2,000. 2,000. Then cost of sale of the product, which is cost of sale, AGO is already there by default. So the next thing you do, what you save. But before you save, you look at what your entries. Remember, for material receipt, you want to receive a product into your warehouse. This is different from stock transfer. You also want to receive it new, maybe as an opening stock into the warehouse. So you use material receipt. Then remember, you are not transferring from one warehouse to another. So because you are receiving, it asks the target warehouse, which warehouse do you want to receive it. You specify. The next, you jump direct to the item table, pick the item, pick the quantity. Then you save. Save and submit. Good. When you submit, you can view the accounting ledger of this transaction. That is one good thing about this software. You can see that because you receive, stock in hand is debited, while cost of goods of that item is what? Credited. So that is one good thing of this software. It will show you at the back end what happened as a result of the accounting entry. So that's it for stock management. That is how to issue stock, how to transfer stock, and how to receive stock in your warehouse. So thank you very much for your time. And if you have any question, you can now go ahead and ask. Thank you.